started. What?
What's up, everybody? This is Takeastepandimonmyway from Tumblr here, and today we're going to be discussing the poster and future information that we got for the X and Y anime. And today I have with me to discuss this is...
Hey guys, DJ Sock Puppet here.
What is going on, everybody? My name is Alpha Evie.
And we got tons of information for the X and Y anime. We got a brand new poster, Amourshipping, Ash and Serena. You can't go wrong with that. We got Pokemon representing episodes for the future. Not to mention a preview for the next week episode with everybody dressing up in cosplay Pokemon. Let's just jump right into the poster. What are your guys' thoughts on this? Let me just tell you this from my perspective. This poster is amazing. Like, that's the word, amazing. What about you guys?
That's a pretty good way to describe it, I think.
Yeah, I've got to agree. I mean, we first got an Amourshipping poster promoting Valentine's Day, which I think is a good start. Then we also got a promotional poster promoting the dancing movie last year, and now we get this promoting the Hoopa movie. And, you know, like I said before, and like what you guys said before, it's pretty amazing.
I mean, yeah, like, the first poster, like, that surprised all the Amorshippers out there. Like, we were like, I don't think we ever got in a poster with Ash and a Pokegirl companion until, like, Serena and this Amorshipping fandom bursted and this shipping became to be. And now we got a second poster with Ash and Serena in a boat drinking smoothies. And now we have this poster with Serena's new design that fans have been asking for. Where is Serena's new design in a poster with Ash? We finally got it.
Yep. Yeah, and I think this is the first time that we've ever received a continuous series of posters with Ash and the same female companion, right?
I think that's right, yeah. I don't think we've seen any with Dawn or Iris, or I may be wrong, Misty probably, but Serena has been getting a lot of love with Ash, you know?
Yeah, I mean, with all the you know, like with the toys and the posters and any other thing that you see in the Pokemon market, you know, Serena has been receiving a lot of love.
Mm-hmm.
I think what the writers are telling us is that, well, I'm pretty sure it's already confirmed that they know that this is kind of happening, like the fandom wants this to happen, Ash and Serena, and this is a great way to promote it. I think so.
Yeah, and you know, we do have about 2 more Pokemon movies coming out. We got the dancing movie, the first one. We're getting this one, the Hoopa movie. Then we're going to be getting the third one, which is rumored to have Zygarde, the dragon ground type Pokemon in it. And we do have the last movie, which I think is going to come around 2017, but we'll see. I think that we're going to have another 2 more promotional posters coming up.
Yeah, for sure. And if it doesn't have to do with the movie, then we're just going to get a poster between them. Like, just a brand new one, because the first 2 posters, they had nothing to do with the movie. Well, actually, no. The first one had nothing to do with the movie. It just promoted Valentine's Day. The second one did promote Diancie, as you said, the movie. And then this one's promoting Hoopa. So I would say, like, maybe 4 more posters coming up between these 2. I can't wait.
We need more than a trilogy of posters. We need all the posters.
We just need like a poster book, you know? We just need all the posters into one. I would buy that in a heartbeat. So, like, take my money, guys. Just take my money.
That would be great. That's a wise investment.
Is it not? Alright, guys. So, we got tons of information for the upcoming X and Y episodes. We got Pokemon representing episodes. We got Eevee. We got Diggerby. We got Tyrantrum, Moltres, Braixen, Chespin, and Mamoswine. Now, just saying these Pokemon, we know there's going to be evolutions, there's going to be Pokemon caught by the gang, and we got a legendary? What do you guys think about this?
Well, Moltres is the Pokemon that surprised me the most out of this listing, because it's a legendary Pokemon, and it's one of the legendary trio birds that's going to appear in an upcoming X and Y series. And I thought to myself when I first saw that, like, how is this going to affect the X and Y series? So it would be really interesting to see what this episode is going to consist of, how the game will react when they see this legendary Pokemon. Now, I do know that we did see Cernias in an episode, but only Bonnie saw it.
Yeah.
But there could be a chance that the whole game will see this fire type Pokemon. It'll be. I just can't wait for this episode. See why this Moltres has to be involved in the X and Y series.
Yeah, and actually, the whole gang did see it, including Shauna and Tierno and Trevor. They did see it as well. Like at the end, they were all just staring at Xerneas walking back to the forest.
Yeah, but they didn't know what it is, and they were too late to even identify what that Pokemon is.
True, true. And since the movies aren't canon with the anime series, I'm pretty sure they'll never know. In another universe, probably, but not in this one that we highly enjoy.
Yeah.
So yeah, Moltres. That's something new to the X and Y anime. I mean, now we're getting legendaries in, in episodes. I know they did that with Unova with what was the legendary's Pokemon name in the Unova League?
In the is it one of the Unova Pokemon?
It's one of the legendaries, the ones that represent the Black and White series.
I personally haven't watched a lot of the Black and White series. The only Pokemon I can think of is, of course, the two main legendaries, Zekrom and Reshiram.
Yeah, those are the ones I was talking about. Yeah, Zekrom and Reshiram. We did get an arc with them with Team Galactic. I mean, not Team Galactic. What was it called?
Plasma.
Plasma. There we go. Plasma. Yeah. And, now that we're getting more and more legendaries in these kind of episodes, the question hangs. Like, will we be getting more in the future? Will this become like a routine for the X and Y? Because, trust me, I love this, and I'm pretty sure the viewers love it too. Like, we get to see legendaries in the gang and interacting with them. Like, who doesn't love that?
Yeah, I mean, it will provide like a great variety of episodes for the X and Y series, which could be good for them.
Completely.
Just the fact that it's Moltres is just like, I think that's what interests me the most, because like it seems like a random Pokemon out there, like really old back in Kanto times. It's like, why is this showing up just now? It'll be interesting to see what that's all about.
Pokemon 2000 revival confirmed.
Oh,
yeah, well, that's what everyone wants to know. So, yeah, like I said, we're just gonna have to wait.
Yeah, will we be getting Articuno and Zapdos as well? I guess we're going to continue watching and find out. So, now that we're done with Moltres, what do you guys think about Braixen and Eevee? Both Serena's, one of Serena's Pokemon and one soon to be. What do you guys think about that?
Okay, I just want to get Braixen set aside. Now, there could be a number of factors that could happen within this episode. Now, I don't think this is the first time that we received a Braixen focused episode. Well, I was going to refer to episode 64, but it was more of a Fennekin focused episode when it comes to Pokemon Elite, because if you guys saw the episode, Fennekin and Pancham were having trouble with their performance, practicing their performance.
Like they didn't get along with each other. Yeah.
Yeah, but then it wasn't until like near the end of the episode where Braixen evolved. But in regards to this upcoming episode, well, we could get a similar episode. There could be a fight between Braixen and Serena. Well, I don't know. This is an episode where it's an episode that I'm looking forward to as well, because it leaves my mind full of thoughts to see what's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, like all the viewers are just wondering, like it's great. I love Braixen. Like that Pokemon is by far my favorite for the X and Y anime series. But I'm also curious as to what the writers have in store for Braixen. Like, why are we getting a dedicated one? And I also heard rumors or like theories that the reason why Moltres is appearing in the anime is because of Braixen, but I don't know the exact theory to it. But I guess we'll find out. But yeah, that Braixen episode I'm pretty hyped about, as Braixen is one of my favorite Pokemon. Well, the whole evolution.
Whatever it is, like I'm sure it'll be great.
Yep.
Braixen's great.
Yeah.
Now,
and
Eevee. We have seen a glimpse of Eevee in the opening, and now we're finally gonna get an episode 89. I don't know, guys. It's like every 89, 79, or 59, we get some sort of Great episode. So Eevee is no different. Like, what do you guys think about that, Eevee?
Okay, well,
It's-
oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, I'm excited to see Serena get a new Pokemon, and I really just want to see how exactly that comes about. I want to see how they meet for the first time. Is it going to be like a similar thing to Pancham, where she finds a Pokemon that likes to perform and just takes it under her wing, or some kind of different thing? Just really excited to see where all that comes from.
Yeah, and a lot of people have been looking forward to this episode because if you know we get the opening and we did see an Eevee and in the opening you get to see Serena from a hill just staring down at Eevee while practicing its performance moves
Yeah,
and
that was a surprise to everybody and to me as well.
yeah, I mean in Eevee of all the Pokemon, well it makes sense it's likes to perform, but you know it's interesting because this isn't the first time that a female companion has ever owned an Eevee. I mean, back in the event series, May owned an Eevee, and it eventually evolved to Glaceon.
May
Now,
confirmed to return.
who knows? And now that Serena is going to be catching an Eevee, you know, I'm actually quite satisfied that she's going to be catching an Eevee due to the fact that it knows how to perform. Now, what I'm also curious about is what Eevee will evolve into. Now, me personally, I would like for Eevee to evolve into a Leafeon, only because they're going to have to eventually reach Snowbell City, and past Snowbell City is I don't remember which route, but I think it's Route 21 where it has that Moss Rock. I think they're going to eventually go through that path, and they're going to encounter the Moss Rock, and I think that episode will be an Eevee dedicated episode, so it could evolve to a Leafeon. I don't know, that's just my guess. But aside from Leafeon, I will also like for it to evolve into a Vaporeon, only because I think Serena does need a water-type Pokemon in her team.
Yeah. We might as well turn this discussion into an Eevee discussion, because honestly, there's so much to talk about this Eevee. I mean, the possibilities of what it could evolve to. Will it evolve to a Sylveon? Because, you know, since we're in X and Y and fairy types were introduced, people want to see Serena have a Sylveon. But in my opinion, I think it's going to turn into a Umbreon. Reason being is because that episode we got with Shota appearing for the first time, Serena was admiring some piece of clothing that had involved Umbreon, and she was very fond of it. So maybe that's foreshadowing her getting a Moonstone and evolving it to a Umbreon. Who knows? I mean, that's my guess. But yeah, that Leafeon theory sounds that sounds like it could happen as well. What about you, DJ? What do you think Eevee's gonna evolve to?
I don't know. Like you all said, there's so many different possibilities, and I mean, it could be anything at this point. Like the most likely to me seems to be Sylveon, just because of, like you said, it's Kalos and the whole new fairy type thing. But I don't know. It could be anything. And that Umbreon theory is nice to think about. I think that would be it would throw us for a loop if that were to be what actually happened. But I think no matter what, it'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, but by the way, Taz, Umbreon evolves during the night with High French and Andrea Moonstone. Just pointing that out.
Yeah, I'm not really into I'm not really like knowledgeable with the Eevee evolution, so yeah, I was kind of wrong right there. Now moving on, we have Mamoswine, and as you guys can remember, we did get a scan not a scan, we got a picture for the episode Ash holding Serena because Serena looks like she's hurt, and then people are theorizing that on the right side of Serena's shoulder, Ash is holding the handkerchief that he gave Serena when she was injured in that summer camp arc. Well, not the summer camp arc, when they were little kids. So, what do you guys think about this? Mamoswine, we got a picture of Ash and Serena. Like, what's going on?
Okay, well, okay. Now, before I do get into the summary, now I am gonna go back to your question, Taz. Now, in regards to the picture, someone did point this out that on the right shoulder of Serena, there appears to be something that has
A cloth.
a cloth. And looking at the picture, when Serena gave Ash the cloth, it looks similar, but a lot of people have been thinking that
Something else.
yeah, it might be something else, or we might be overseeing things. Like that could be part of a snow mountain,
Yeah, and
But
yeah,
but
like honestly, I don't think that they're gonna bring back that. Well, if they do bring back that handkerchief, like that's gonna be great. That's gonna be like, yes, more shipping. Like we love this, but I don't think they're gonna emphasize it that much. Maybe like I don't think Serena's gonna go into a flashback of Ash helping her again as a little kid, and now as I would say they're preteens. Like they're the same situation all over again. So I wouldn't look too much into it. I think the X and Y writers are just hyping us up for that episode and knew that we would theorize what's going on there. But yeah, I look forward to the episode, as you were saying.
okay, and I just want to point this out to all of you out there. Now, I wouldn't get your don't get your hopes up too much because
Yeah.
the episode wouldn't be as what you expect. I think it's always better to keep your expectations at a minimum. I did that when the Miette episode was going to come out some weeks before. I kept my expectations low, and I didn't get my hopes up only because as a result of the date episode. And it left some people with some disappointment because it didn't go as what they expect. But at least it turned out to be a great episode. That should be something to be happy about.
Yeah,
But
that's what we all want. We just want a great episode between these two characters. If they're gonna help each other out, do it in like a sweet way. Don't like hype us up like that. Like I'm still wondering why the X and Y writers gave us that picture. They could have given us a picture of Mamoswine, some other situation.
Just they want people to watch it, and they know that picture will draw people in.
Exactly, that's what I stated before. But still, like, I don't know, they're kind of emphasizing it a little
yeah,
bit.
yeah, and with the Miette episode, I kept my expectations low, as I said before, and it turned out to be a really great episode with some good Amourshipping moments.
Oh, great.
I loved it. I loved the episode a lot. It's considered one of my favorite episodes in the X and Y series. Now, if you want an episode similar to the Miette episode or the return of the Miette episode, keep your expectations low, you guys, because you'll never know whether or not it's going to go as what you expect. So yeah, I just want to point that out.
Yeah. Now, moving on, we got Chespin, a Chespin dedicated episode, and a lot of people here are saying that Chespin's going to evolve. Now, guys, you
No.
gotta remember, Oshawott didn't evolve because it was kind of like the icon for the Unova League, and so was Piplup. Piplup was the icon for the Diamond and Pearl with Dawn. Like,
And
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and Piplup was going to evolve, but it didn't want to because of the bond they had with Dawn.
Yeah.
In the Pearl series.
And since Chespin, I think we would lose the, how would I say, that enthusiasm from Chespin, because I have a feeling like when Chespin evolves, its personality is gonna change as it did with Charizard. But Ash got it back to like Charizard listening to him. But still, I think Chespin's not gonna evolve because, like I said, he's the icon to the X and Y anime as Oshawott and Piplup was.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, he's the Brock of the X and Y.
Yeah. Please bring back Brock. We want him. Please. Yeah. What about you, DJ?
Yeah, like about Chespin evolving, like I don't know where people are getting that from because like for the poster for the Pikachu short, is it still not a Chespin?
Yeah, and we won't know for sure until we get some scans released, and we've been waiting for that for I don't know how long. We were supposed to expect them this month, but as long as we get the scans, then we may go into further discussions onto the upcoming episodes.
We did get Pokemon's representing an episode, so that's good enough. I guess we'll just wait a little longer for the scans.
Yeah,
but
it's something. It's something, but we need more info. We just
of course,
I'm waiting for the scans.
Yeah. So now let's move on to Tyrantrum. What do you guys think about this?
I'm gonna let you go first, BJ.
I don't really have much to say about Tyrantrum. I think it's just a thing.
It's just a filler, guys. Don't worry about it. Tyrantrum's Tyrantrum. It's no big deal.
Not much to say about that, really.
Yeah. Same
Me neither.
situation as Gorgest. It's just like there's not much to talk about it because it is kind of like a failure-like episode, just like the Pokeball episode. Everybody was all hyped about it because Meowth and Pikachu were gonna face off, but it turned out to be an okay episode. It didn't turn out to be a great episode, so I don't know. I feel as though these episodes with Tyrantrum and Gorgas, they're just gonna be filler-like episodes, in my opinion.
Yeah, I do have to agree with that. But and like you, DJ and Taz, I don't have much to say about this episode. But there has been some people who have claimed that what's the rock Grant, the rock type gym leader.
Yeah, he'll return because he has that kind of Pokemon.
Yeah, and he had a time run, and so in this episode he might have evolved, but it's just a rumor. I don't think it's going to happen, since these kinds of events where the gym leader returns in an episode is rare, So I don't think that's going to happen,
Well,
in my opinion.
Well, we gotta remember that Grant likes rocks. I mean, the guy has a gym on top of a mountain, so this guy likes rock climbing and all that. So Ash is traveling to Astor City, or how do you
Anastar
pronounce it?
City.
Anastar City, right? And the gym arena that Olympia, the one that she has, it's kind of like a rock. Well, it's crystal or rock. Like I don't know. I'm not really of a like I don't know much about it, but maybe Grant's going over there with the gang to go see that rock type building. I don't know. It's a far-fetched theory, but
Okay, now they're going to be okay. So as far as we know, Ash and the others are heading to Anastar City at the moment.
Yeah.
Now, throughout their journey on the way to Anastar City, I don't see any place in particular that would attract interest from Grant. I mean, there is no like.
well, I know
Rocky
it's just a far-fetched theory. It's like I know it's not gonna happen, but like if we're gonna get Tyrantrum in some sort of way, that would kind of be the reason why he's going with them. But then he would have to travel with them within episode 88 and 89. But I don't see that happening. But yeah, I agree with you. It's probably not gonna happen.
Yeah, or there could be a possibility that Alexa will return, similar to the Aurora's episode.
Oh, that would be great. All right, so now we're at episode 88. Diggersby. Bunnelby is finally gonna get his own episode. The X and Y writers, I seriously thought that they confirmed Bunnelby dead, because honestly we don't see enough of Bunnelby, and that sucks because Bunnelby is a great Pokemon. His moveset, the way he battled with Pikachu in the Ash vs. Clement battle, like he was such a great Pokemon, and for him to get his own episode finally after 88 episodes, like I'm pretty hyped about this episode as well as I am with Breaksin, because seriously, Bunnelby needs some screen time. I think we barely have clips of the dude in filler episodes, so.
Yeah, the only time where we do get to see Bunnelby is when it's involved in a conflict or in a battle. So to finally have a what seems to be a Bunnelby focused episode, then it's an episode that some people should look forward to. See the little guy.
Yeah, get some screen time. He's on the
yeah.
spotlight now. Like, this is your episode, Bunnelby. Don't mess it up, please. I want this to be a memorable episode.
And please don't turn into Pro Ugly number 2.
Oh God, please don't.
Honestly, Bunnelby doesn't appear that often, and as a result, I kind of don't care as much about him. But I want to. So hopefully, this episode, if it
Convinces you
puts
otherwise.
if it puts a lot of focus on him, it'll probably hopefully be good and change that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bunnelby needs a lot of love from us fans. So this is the opportunity for this guy.
He really does. Alright guys, well I think we tackled everything that we can. We tackled the poster, we tackled the database, and now we have 1 week until, actually we have to wait 2 weeks for the next X and Y anime episode, and we got a brief preview of the gang cosplaying as Pokemon. And let me just say this, thank you X and Y writers for making the Dene cosplay as a Corphish. That is beyond. That's so adorable. Like Corphish. Oh, throwback.
Yeah, and we're gonna have to wait 2 weeks for this episode, only because we're gonna be having the Hoopa movie next week. So that's something to look forward to. But unfortunately, we're not going to get any new episode. But hopefully, if there is something that's coming up in regards to the X and Y series, then of course we'll let you guys know in some way. But yeah, in regards to the next episode, I have a feeling that I'm going to enjoy this episode a lot. It's a way to how do I say this, like resurrect people's thoughts and opinions Okay, because of the disappointment of the Rotom episode, I think this is a good way to bring people back in a good mood.
Yeah, I think so too.
Mhm.
Yeah, you can go ahead, DJ.
I was just saying the break didn't exactly end off on the greatest note. So
Yeah, that was an episode that I could easily forget. Like, I wouldn't have no problem whatsoever seeing that episode or not.
Yeah, and by the looks of this episode, this Gore Guys Festival does remind me of the Giving Tree Festival, where you get to see a town or a city having their decorations and
Yeah.
their lights and all that. Now, of course, the only difference with this episode is that everyone is going to be suited up in some way. Some people are going to be cosplaying Pokemon. Even the Pokemon gets to be dressed up as a different Pokemon. And
Yeah,
so
and it's
I,
not gonna focus on Ash and Serena as well, which
y-
it. I mean, it's great that we got an episode like that before with them being focused on, but now that Punkaboo is going to evolve, like, how do you guys see that like going down? Like, I heard that Punkaboo can only evolve by trade, so who do you think Jesse's gonna trade that Pokemon with?
probably just some random character in the episode. I don't think anyone specific.
Yeah.
yeah, I think one of the major characters. Well, aside from the old man.
I mean, honestly, I feel as though, I mean, it's great that Punkaboo is gonna evolve and all, but I wouldn't. This is not an episode I'm looking forward to, other than just seeing the gang's cosplay. But that's great that Punkaboo's finally evolving. It's about time Team Rocket has a Pokemon that evolves. I thought Inkay was gonna be the first one, to be honest, evolving to a Malamar, and since we got episodes dedicated to Inkay with the Malamar invasion and Inkay, well, James and Clement have to team up to save the gang and the friends. So, like I said, it's great that finally Team Rocket's Pokemon are evolving and they're giving more love to the Rocket Gang, because who doesn't like the Rocket Gang?
Yeah, I mean, this is just one of the few. Well, I wouldn't, I wouldn't say that it's a Team Rocket focused episode unless we get more information. But if it does turn out to be a Team Rocket focused episode, then I just hope they handle it uh, with a lot of great work, just like with the Inkay episode back in last year's Christmas.
All right. Yeah. So, yeah, I think we tackled everything that we could here. We talked about the poster, we talked about the database scans, and we talked about the preview for next week's episode. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this discussion. This has been Take a Step Away from Tumblr, and today the discussion I worked with guys.
Yeah, so my name is Alpha EV, so I'm glad to be here with you, Tuss.
I've been TASOfficial. I will see you all in another video sometime.
Alright guys, and make sure to subscribe to TASOfficial for more discussions, more AMVs, and most importantly, more reactions to your favorite X and Y anime episodes. This has been TASOfficial, signing out. See ya.
Everything changes.